MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the San Francisco Giants. The Buccos attempt to break out the brooms in this 3-game series right after this. Johnny Cueto gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Leading off for Pittsburgh.
Settling in now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting a lineup.
Here's a bouncing ball headed for Crawford at short. And oh, the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he'll reach it first.
Well, if you're superstitious and believe in omens, this is really a bad sign. First hitter of the game, first chance to set the tone, and he sails the throw. We'll see if that was a fluke or the beginning of a trend.
At the plate, Eric Gonzalez. First pitch on its way. Cueto has finished off more than 1,900 career innings during his time in the big leagues. And through those innings, he's worked to a whip under 1.20. League average is around 1.3, so that's a respectable number. The 0-1. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. 6th home run on the season for him, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Now in the box, Brian Reynolds. He comes in today leading the National League in hitting this year.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base too.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit softly down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 55, Josh Bell.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Josh Bell. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Here's Gregory Polanco. Career head-to-head meetings with Johnny Cueto. He's got 5 base hits in 17 at-bats. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Chris Archer will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row,
that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Donovan Solano is the batter now as he looks at a bowl of 1-0. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
Pitch is popped up, leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Batting second, the center fielder, Austin Slater.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into right field. That's a base hit.
Batting third, the right fielder, Mike Yastrzemski.
Standing in now, Mike Yastrzemski, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Yastrzemski is one of those prototypical left-handed bats that really excels against right-handed pitching. Sees the ball well coming from that side. And that'll get down for a base hit. The relay throw, and he's safe.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Brandon.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. The average entering play at .301, 13 home runs and 36 RBIs. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Ricky Holiday.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
3-1 to him now. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Fastball in there, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Polanco is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Giants leave a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Now at the plate, Kevin Kramer. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The second baseman, number 44.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting seven, the catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter, and he's seen his numbers on the rise here over the last 5 games or so. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Home run number 5 on the year. And the lead for the Pirates is now 3-0.
Hitters today have become such great low ball hitters. That's case in point right there. You see him using his lower half to create and get his bat on plane and elevate that low heater.
To the plate now, Jason Martin.
The left fielder, Jason.
As he sends it on the ground to first. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Batting 9, the pitcher, Chris Archer.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and the pitcher scheduled to bat next. That'll bring up Chris Archer. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Slater is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run, and as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 3-0 Pittsburgh. Bottom of the inning now, and up next the utility man Wilmer Flores.
The third baseman, Wilmer Flores.
First pitch on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
1 strike now from Archer. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Now here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out.
Batting 7.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D.
Brandon.
And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Brandon Crawford digging in next, as he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
Batting 8, the catcher, Buster Posey.
Here's Buster Posey now. He went deep in the contest last night. Archer gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Ball 1.
That's inside.
Two out, nobody on. One ball, one strike, the count. Posey, a native of Georgia. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
The 1-2. And there's a line drive base hit to left field. And this will kick off the base of the wall. The relay, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right out of the box. Smashed it down the line, and that was some great hustle to beat the throw to second to earn himself a double.
Into the box now, Johnny Cueto, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Danger averted following the two-out double. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This one for Crawford is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Eric Gonzalez.
Ready to take his hacks again, Eric Gonzalez, as he'll look to follow up the two-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2. Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Really doesn't matter what side the plate of this guy bats from. He hits very well. He hits right-handed pitching very well, swinging left-handed and swinging from the right side.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, but they lead it 3-0. Bottom of the third now, and set to go is the second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Donovan Solano.
Here's the first pitch to him. And it's fouled away. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
The batter, the center fielder, Austin Slater.
At the plate, Austin Slater. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Liner towards second, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up and he was able to put good wood on it.
Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Hit out towards second. There's one. Relay to Bell, the double play, and that's how the inning ends. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. They trail in this one 3-0. Josh Bell the next to hit. He'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Number 55, Josh Bell.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hard hit ball to second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
At the plate, Gregory Polanco pulled toward right center field. Slater will back up and put this away for a long out, number 1.
Now batting, number 44.
Standing in, Kevin Kramer. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. Yastrzemski is there. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jacob Stallings. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Grounded to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fastball's too high here. 1-0. Belt in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
And there's the first strike. 2-1.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So now to the plate, Wilmer Flores. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Archer's ready and delivers.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Well hit to right, but foul. Now another 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
And the pitch. So a full count now.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
And he struck him out, so he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon Business Person Special following this. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next it'll be the outfielder, Jason Martin.
Jason Martin.
First delivery to him on the way. A bouncer up the middle. And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Hey, nice AB right there. With the pitcher coming to the plate, your job is to get on in front of him. This should be interesting. Does he get the bunt sign? Do we play a little Billy ball and pull it back and try and play chicklets with the third baseman? See what happens.
Join myself and JD delay in fighting chomos and other bad thing by shopping at Convict Clothing. There are some amazing cloths for all at great prices. Nationwide free shipping for any order over $50. Just use the keyword autograph for a discount. And while you are shopping, also check out my store and perhaps become a member for only 99 cents. Both stores' links are in the description. Back to the video.
Well, welcome to those of you just joining us. We've got nobody out here in inning number 5.
The pitcher,
Chris Archer, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. From the stretch. In there. Now the throw. He bluffed the steal, and now he's nabbed trying to get back to the bag. Pitch on the way. This one for Crawford is short. He's right there. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
the third baseman, number 13, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Coming to the plate now, Ke'Bryan Hayes. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Flores showing off his range. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Brandon Crawford digging in next. They'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. The pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Smoke toward the hole, and a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line them, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Here's Buster Posey now, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Lifted in the air out to right. Polanco has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 47, Johnny Cueto.
So a runner at first with 1 man gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Johnny Cueto. He's set, and the pitch, and he pops up the bunt attempt. Bell is there, and he has it for the out.
Now back, second baseman, Donovan.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Donovan Solano. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Can't waste getting a leadoff runner on in this situation. Someone's got to bear down and get a big knock.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now back, center fielder, Austin Slater.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Crawford at second, Solano at first, 2 out in the inning. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider, as it misses well above the zone.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. Again, he sends it out of play. Again, a 1-2. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. He stays alive, still 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit to third. He's got it, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple, still down 3-0. And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez. It'll lead it off against Johnny Cueto.
Gonzalez.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Dickerson is there. One pitch, one out.
The center fielder, number 10, Brian Reynolds.
Into the box, Brian Reynolds. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. Well, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Line hard to center field. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
The first baseman, Josh Bell.
Up next for the Buccos, Josh Bell. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Into right field. That's a base hit. So that's a pair of hits for him now this afternoon as he lines that one sharply into right. And as we check out the Bucks leaders in that category, you can see he currently sits in 3rd place on the ball club in that department. Here's Gregory Polanco. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Slater's under it. And that retires the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they lead it 3-0. Digging in, Mike Yastrzemski. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
Mike Yastrzemski.
Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 the count.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
On the ground to the left side. Fielded cleanly. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away.
Number 9, Brandon Belt.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, that's off the plate.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Giants' first baseman.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball.
After fouling off the second one, I got to step out of the box, adjust my batting gloves, and tell myself there's no chance he's tripling up on that pitch.
Reynolds is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Alex Dickerson.
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Here comes the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
You know, over the course of a full season, you're going to have some clunkers, and this certainly looks like one. By the look on the manager's face, he's going to probably call a meeting after this.
Lined into right, a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
Ready for another shot now. Wilmer Flores. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First offering on its way. Inside with the fastball. It's 1-0. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. No runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ball game for San Francisco. Weak grounder down the line at third. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. They trail it here 3-0. Anthony Banda is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 53, Anthony Banda.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Kevin Kramer.
Number 44.
First pitch of the at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Dickerson has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Jacob Stallings.
Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First pitch on its way. Line to second where it's caught there for out number 2.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the left fielder, Jason Martin.
Into the box now, Jason Martin. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. He pulls this one into right. That's in for a base hit, and he's 2 for 3.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out all ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Adam Frazier will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 26, Adam Frazier.
Back up the middle. There is Crawford. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. They lead it 3-0. Richard Rodriguez gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 48, Richard Rodriguez.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting shortstop and San Francisco Bay Area native Brandon Crawford.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line to the right side. Polanco is there to put it away for out number 1.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. One out, nobody on. Popped him up. Bell is there for it. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 53, Anthony Banda.
Evan Longoria will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Evan Longoria.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. He'll check in here at 277. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. The windup and the 0-1.
Nope. Two balls, 1 strike.
Hit hard to short. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. Trevor Cahill has been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 55, Trevor Cahill.
All set for the start of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Here's the first pitch to him. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here. 0-1. The pitch. Now here's the drive out to right center field. He takes the turn and heads for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw, and he'll get there as he legs out the leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
In now, Eric Gonzalez. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Comes set, and the 0-1. effort, but it's off his glove. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now back the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Stepping into the box, Brian Reynolds, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. From the belt, the pitch. Lined into right, a base hit. And this will get all the way to the wall now. As he arrives at second without a play, as also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
So that'll bring up Josh Bell. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Slater's in pursuit. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll make it up to third on the fly ball as he's in there now with 2 away.
Right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Digging in now, Gregory Polanco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Pirates on top, 4-0. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Donovan Solano. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Let's see if he tries to climb the ladder right here, change his eye level, or bounce something in the dirt.
Softly hit here to the left side, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
The center fielder, Austin Slater.
1 gone here in the Giants half of the 8th, and in to hit next it'll be Austin Slater. He's ready. Here's the first offering, and a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Mike Yastrzemski started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Both teams with 8 hits in this one. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. In comes the left fielder, but this will land untouched. The 0-2 home. Now that's popped up. Hayes in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Belt, 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, not his game so far. He's such a good hitter. We all kind of expect him to pick up 2 or 3 hits most of the time. That's not really how baseball works, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's 1 for 5. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's Reynolds moving forward on it. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. Giants leave 1. They're down 4-0. Tony Watson enters the game from the pen, and because this is a non-save situation, it's evident that they're just trying to get him some work after having not thrown in several days.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hard hit ball to second. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty B, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on you because you're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
To the plate now, Jacob Stallings. And there's a base hit as well, as that's into center field. 2 straight hits to kick off the 9th.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting ballparks, and some guys, quite frankly, like it better on the road than they do at home.
Into the box now, Jason Martin. He swings and lines it to left, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out number 1. Colin Moran will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning.
Moran.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To Crawford for 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Stephen Brault is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Stephen Brault.
Now to the plate, Alex Dickerson. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, upstairs.
Count even now at 1-1. Here it comes. And here's a slider for a called strike, and he's behind 1-2 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away.
Now batting, third baseman, Wilmer Flores.
So digging in now, Wilmer Flores. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more.
Nope.
Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken back.
Counts even at 1-1 to Wilmer Flores.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Bases are empty, one man out. High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is there, and quickly two are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home nine.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. First pitch on its way. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike now. Hit in the air down the right field line. And he's going to put this one away, and the Pirates have claimed the fourth consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Well, these guys feel pretty good about themselves, and they should. Anytime you can come into somebody else's ballpark and sweep a three-game tilt, you're doing something right. Great team effort.
4-0 the score this afternoon. Pittsburgh jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Chris Archer earns his 5th winner of the year. Johnny Cueto pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 10 hits. For the Giants, no runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. The winning pitcher is Chris Archer. His record is now 5-3. The loss goes to Johnny Cueto. His record is now 5-6. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.